naked. Oh gosh. Okay, well, looks like I'm filming this entire video naked. And what's even funnier is on the regular Roblox page, if I were to refresh this right now and go ahead and do this, I am still wearing the correct clothing. Even if I teleport back to World 1, I am still naked. Why, Pet Sim? Why? I turned off potato mode, we're good. The graphics quality is all the way up. I don't understand. Let me know, has anybody else experienced this bug before? Because this is definitely a first for me. So pay no attention to my no pants, everybody. Okay, gamers, I'm gonna try my very best not to absolutely not lose it with laughter this entire video. But anyway, let's talk about all the great news for Pet Simulator 99. First up, let's go and talk about this clan battle. And I don't participate in clan battles. I don't like them. I don't like the drama, but you know what? This is actually a pretty big win. So check this out. We got a brand new clan battle that you have to create the most glitched gifts. There are no clan quests in this one and no way for people to macro it like crazy and just I'm sorry. And no way for them to macro it like crazy and just absolutely obliterate the competition. Even though Preston straight up said that macros are fine, the line is drawn if you inject code into the game. Basically meaning it's totally fine if you want to make a way for you to complete quests a lot faster, even though a lot of clans can't do the exact same thing. But I will say, I do agree with Nightfox when he says, I don't support super macros at all. What's the point of a game if you don't actually even play it? And I gotta say, I absolutely agree. I mean, how many of you guys right now play Pet Sim 99 on a mobile device instead of a computer? It still gets me every time. Anyways, with all that said, it looks like the dev team listened a little bit because now it's create the most glitch gifts and this isn't really macro-able. So I mean, I guess that's a win. Next up, Pet Sim 99 increased the performance across the board. And they said they've been hard at work behind the scenes and the results are in. Lag improvements that doubled the frames per second for most players. They introduced potato mode that boosts frames per second by 4 times for lower end devices. Also, I will say that I got naked after the potato mode was released. So definitely there's a bug there with potato mode, but I have seen an absolute increase in frames per second. And they slashed network traffic by 100 times. So basically all that means is the whole entire game should be a lot smoother for most of the players that play the game. And I will say, for my naked self, I have seen a lot of performance upgrades with this new update, especially when you have potato mode turned on. I've done a ton of testing and potato mode for the most part makes the game run a lot smoother. So if you guys notice, all the eggs move when you don't have potato mode turned on, and that actually creates the game to run a little bit laggier on certain devices. But if you turn potato mode on, all of the egg animations actually stop moving. Let's just go ahead and turn on potato mode and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Another big thing that your naked self notices about potato mode is this. See, over there in the distance, you can't see anything at all, but as you get a little bit closer, your player starts to activate the things that actually have an animation. If you look off in the distance here, we can't see any breakables in this zone right here. Whereas before potato mode was an option, you would see breakables in every area that your camera could actually look at. But as we get a little bit closer here, the breakables start to spawn as your character gets closer to it, allowing the game to run a little bit smoother in the area that you're in, which completely makes sense. We don't really care for breakables to be populating when we're not in that area. So for them to just be gone is actually much better for the performance of the game in general. But by far, obviously, the best part about this entire update is that you can roam free butt naked all the time and you don't even gotta worry about it. Just kidding. Kinda. But the biggest thing to take away from this update is this right here. Weekly updates. It's happening. We're bringing back weekly updates. Each week we'll bring something new. These updates will be themed to keep things exciting. So obviously with this information, content creators are stoked, people are stoked. After a while, after you complete everything the update has, the game just feels a little bit stale. So now they have 91,000 active players playing the game a couple of days after the update came out, and then it's gonna jump back up over to 200,000 when the update comes out this weekend. Whereas before, you would see the couple days after the update comes out, this would start dipping down in the 50s and 60,000 active players and really make the game just not really exciting anymore. So even if the update is a little more basic and we're not gonna be getting 25 areas, at least my naked self can be excited about whatever they decide to bring into the game, because you know what? I just think that's great and keeps the game buzzing all the time. The other really cool thing that they added is this. Let's go ahead and head back to the very first area and I'll explain that real fast. So you guys remember the Titanic Christmas presents from the Christmas update, right? Those things were crazy. I mean, people were making so much money on them. It was allowing free-to-play players to get themselves a bunch of gems, but essentially, I still got 35 of these bad boys. Now they're selling for about 27 million. And obviously opening these things, you get a chance to get that Titanic Silver Dragon, which was a really cool thing for the game. Well, they decided to bring it back in the form of this glitch computer event event where basically you just use these glitch cores here and you can get yourself some presents and go ahead and sell them in the marketplace or open them or whatever. But each one of these gifts has the chance to get a 404 demon along with a bunch of other stuff that you're probably going to get terrible items from. So let's just go ahead and make one glitch gift, and let me explain something real fast here. So if we pull this up and scroll down to the glitch gift, this bad boy sells for 2.4 million gems if you guys do want to sell it. But if we scroll down here to the cores real quick, you can see that the mythical core is actually more expensive than the gift itself, which is really weird. All these gifts are a little bit less expensive than that, but even this legendary goes for 795,000 in the trading plaza. And Naked Red Ninja has the reason for that. So if you guys pull up the clan battle here, you guys remember that I showed this earlier, you have to create the most glitch gifts. So in order to get points for the clan battle, you have to create the most glitch gifts that you possibly can. So buying them from the trading plaza doesn't do you any good. It makes more sense for you to buy those cores so that you can make the gift yourself. So if you guys are trying to make a bunch of money in this clan battle, all you gotta do is don't make glitch gifts and sell the cores as they are. I know, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Similar to me not wearing pants. And for those of you that are unaware, you can get all those cores just from whatever area that you have unlocked last and grind that bad boy out. Those things will drop there. You can also get them from the tech chest. I haven't tested them from the crystal chest in the first world, but you guys also can get cores from the tech chest as well. Anyways, what else has everybody super pumped about this update as well is that they fixed the hype eggs. So now you don't have to log in the first like 20 minutes the game actually comes out, but now every player has 24 hours to claim those hype eggs. So if you guys are all around the world and you guys don't have time to log in right when the game comes out, you know, at 12 o'clock at midnight where you guys live, you guys will have a full day to claim that. So that is a humongous W, and great job for Big Games for actually listening to the community and making this a 24-hour claim event. The update also brought probably my favorite Titanic ever to come to this game, and possibly one of my favorite huges ever to come to the game, this new Titanic Black Hole Angelus. This thing is absolutely incredible. I mean, this has got to be one of the coolest Titanics in this game. When you sit on it, you spin in a circle and the thing actually flies. So all around, this has got to be my favorite Titanic to be added in any pet simulator game. And also this black hole axolotl and this black hole kitsune is seriously one of the coolest pets to be added to this game by far. I would love to see them make a mortis huge pet. This thing's super cool too. And one thing I haven't checked out yet is this forge machine. I really hope that they fix this because this is literally probably one of the worst things to come to Pet Sim 99 ever. So let's see if they did it. Okay, so let's just make a charm stone here. So to make a charm stone before, you had to put 100 different charms in order to get one of those bad boys. And they only sold for 20,000 gems anyways. So let's see here. So if I were to put, I have 48 royalty charms. So if no, what? 40, there, I can make one. I finally can make one. So if I want to make one charm stone that gives me 21,000 gems if I sold it, I'd have to make all my royalties, all my glittering charms, and a bunch of these. That is absolutely insane. If that's the case, the only two charms that make any sense whatsoever to use this machine would possibly be the agility charm. Like you could put 100 of these in and I guess sort of make your money back, and same thing with the bonus charm, but this machine needs to just get removed. This is absolutely terrible. Nobody wants to get one charm stone for this kind of stuff. That's wild. And they added this cool hacker obby to area 188, and I gotta be honest, this is actually pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of like a red light, green light scenario where you just have to like run from this cat. And let's just go and see what happens if the cat actually sees you. Like, do you die or something? I don't really know. I've never actually tried it. Okay, he's looking right at me. The cat is literally looking right at me and nothing's happening. Okay, so I don't know if it really matters. Maybe it's just a way they added a little bit of spice to the game. On top of that, my naked self only has to wait an hour and 14 minutes for this to cool down, as opposed to the other one, which took 6 hours to cool down. So that's definitely a bonus. Anyways, gamers, what is your favorite thing they added to this update? And what's your least favorite thing, aside from me being absolutely butt naked? Also, click this video right here if you want to laugh a little bit in Pet Simulator 99.